Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and welcome to a new lesson in Learn Arabic with Dina. We are continuing the series of learning the alphabets, which will help us to inshallah start reading. And as we started last time with the friendly letters by grouping them according to their shape, today I will teach you new two groups. The first group is Jim, Ha, Kha, again because these three letters are exactly the same shape with a difference of positioning the dot. And the second group is the group of the letter Sin, Sheen, Sin, Sheen, because again they are almost the same with the same cup. So are we ready? Let's start with the first letter. As you could see, I'm putting the same group together, which is Jim, Ha, and Kha on the screen. As you could see, all of them has the same shape. They all have the head and the tummy, and there's a positioning of the dot which differs from one letter to another. Like the Jim has the dot inside the tummy, the Ha doesn't have a dot at all, and the Kha has the dot on top of the head. This is to recognize these three letters from each other. Let's start with the letter Jim first. Jim, the sound of it is a quite thick sound or a heavy sound of the letter J in English. So it's not J, it should be J, J, which is almost a combination between the letter D and J together. Say it again with me. J, 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 J. While the letter Ha, which has no dot at all, Ha, Ha, comes exactly from the middle of the throat. This is one of the most difficult letters for non-Arabs to pronounce. It's a scratchy sound of the letter. You're bringing it from in to out and then out with the air. Ha, 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 ha. You literally have to scratch your throat and then come out with the air outside. So it is ha, ha. And the third letter is coming from the end of your tongue, beginning of your throat, exactly here, and that is kha, 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 kha. Again, it's a scratchy sound coming out from the beginning of your throat. So ha is a mid of the throat, while the kha, kha, so kha comes from the beginning of the throat. As for the shape of the letter, the Jim, Ha, and Kha are friendly letters. So they can join from one side, which is the left side, and that is at the beginning of the word. They can also join from both sides, and that is from the right and the left if they come in the middle of the word. And they can join from the right side if they come at the end of the word. Let's first see the Jim, Ha, and Kha when they are separate. So there's a head, as you could see, and then there's a tummy coming frontwards and then continuing the letter backwards. This is the letter Jim, Ha, and Kha. To recognize them, Jim, we will position a dot inside the tummy. Ha, there will be no dot at all, and the Kha will have the dot exactly on top of the head. Kha will have the dot exactly on top of the head. As for how to write it at the beginning of the word, then you will require only the head and then having the hand as per their position. So for the Jim at the beginning of the word, you'll have the head and the hand coming from the left side. As for the Jim in the middle of the word, we will start writing first the hand which comes from the right side, and then we will write the head normally, and then we will continue with the left hand. And that is the same for the Jim, Ha, and Kha. Jim in the middle of the word with two handles and the dot under. Ha at the middle of the word with two handles and no dot. And Kha in the middle of the word, two handles and the dot position on top of the head. As for the Jim, Ha, and Kha at the end of the word, it's exactly like the Jim when it is separate, but you have a hand on the right side. So we start first with the handle, and then we write the same letter when it is separate completely. So Jim at the end of the word, as you can see, we start with the handle, and then the full letter Jim. Similar for the letter Ha, we will start with the right hand first, the full shape of the letter Ha and no dots. As for the letter Kha, we start with the right hand first, the full shape of the letter Kha and no dot. Down, it will be put on top of the head of the letter Kha. This is how we write Jim, Ha and Kha in their four positions. Separate, beginning of the word, middle of the word and end of the word, and they can join from any side because they are friendly letters. As for let's have some of the examples for you to see the letters positioned in these positions. Jim at the beginning of the word, like the word Jamal, Jamal. Jim in the middle of the word, like the word Ajl, Ajl, Ajl. And Jim at the end of the word, like the word Burj, Burj, Burj. As for the letter Ha, Ha at the beginning of the word, as you could see, like the word Hamal, Hamal. Ha in the middle of the word, like the word Fahm, Fahm. And Ha at the end of the word, like the word Balah, Balah. As for the letter Kha, Kha at the beginning of the word, like the word Khayl, Khayl. Middle of the word, like the word Bakhil, Bakhil. And at the end of the word, like the word Mukh, Mukh, Mukh. So these are the three letters which comes under the same group because they have the same shape, Jim, Ha, Kha. The second group we have is the Sin and the Shin. They are combined with the same shape. They have teeth and they have cup. And the cup is a quite rounded cup, which we call it the cup of the letter Noon because it is the same, which goes under the line. So there are three teeth and a cup. Sin and Shin. The sound of the letter Sin is S, like the S in English. And the sound of the letter Shin is the SH in English, like sh, shoes. Sin, samaka, sh, shams. As of how to write it, they all have the same shape as you could see, and they are friendly letters, which means they can join from any side. Let's start writing the letter Sin individually. We start with the first three teeth and then the cup, which is rounded, which is similar to the letter Shin with the difference that there are 1, 2, 3 dots coming on top of these teeth. And that's how you recognize S from Sh. As for the Sin at the beginning of the word, it has to have a handle on the left side because it's a friendly letter. So you have only the three teeth, and be careful, you need 3. 1, 2, 3, and then you go to the handle. Similar to that is the letter Shin, 3 teeth, and the hand on the left side with the 3 dots on top. As for the middle of the word, we start with the right hand always, the 3 teeth, and the left hand. And similar to that is the letter Shin with a difference of the 3 dots. As for the Sin and the Shin at the end of the word is exactly the same full shape but with a handle on the right side. So you start with the right handle and then the full shape of the letter Sin or the full shape of the letter Shin. Let's see some of the words which has those shapes for both letters Sin and Shin. Let's start for Sin as the word Sin at the beginning of the word, like samaka, samaka. Middle of the word, like misk, misk, misk. And at the end of the word, labisa, labisa. The word, words for the letter Shin, Shin at the beginning of the word, like sham'a, sham'a. Middle of the word, like the word bashar, bashar, bashar. And end of the word, like the word mish, mish. It's repeated twice, mish, mish. These are the 2 letters which comes under the same group, which is the letter Sin as in S in English and Shin as in sh, shoes. So the 2 groups we learned today, the group of Jim, Ha and Kha, and the group of Sin and Shin. Please keep practicing. We're almost there. We're almost ending the letters, and we will be starting joining those letters, which enables you to write and read Arabic. Hope today's lesson was beneficial. If you like today's video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification button to get from me all new. See you in the next class with new groups of friendly letters. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.